Honestly, I'm just going to be talking about Destiny. Not too happy with it, as most people are. Other people have been saying, all your... Just wanted to give my thoughts on it. I know I'm a pretty small YouTuber, but it's on it. So I'm just going to be talking about make it to Lightfall. So first of all, I want to talk about TWAB. There's the whole section about how they're going to be reissuing Dreaming City, like a small percentage of the, or it's like, I think it's like half of the Dreaming City weapons and half the, which has a lot of people upset, and I'm pretty upset about it too, because I want them to put in new gear instead of just reissuing the old stuff. Like, instead of making Shattered Throne and Pit of Heresy relevant again, they should just make a new dungeon. It's kind of pathetic how Bungie thinks that they need to look to the past to make their game relevant again, when in reality it's just going to make their community even more pissed off than they already are with the game, because, let's be honest, the online season of the Hunt kind of dog shit, as most people already know. And I think they're probably going to reissue a lot of old gear instead of making newer gear like we want. For example, the new seasonal weapons kind of suck. Like, all the Europa weapons kind of suck. I haven't even gotten all of them because I just don't care. I think, yeah, I'm missing the Arctic Haze, but the Europa weapons aren't that good. The only one that I can think of that's good is the new sidearm High Albedo. And then with the seasonal weapons, the only things I can think of that are good are the new Waveframe grenade launcher and the I don't know, the new heavy grenade launcher is okay. It's not good, but it's okay. But it's just like, they just need to add in new gear that's desirable again. Like, I remember Season of the Hunt, when that came out, Falling Guillotine was the best weapon in the game, and it still is one of my favorite weapons in the game. If they add in more weapons like this into the game, I feel like reissuing old gear like that wouldn't be as big of an issue, because we have good guns to play with, and also the old stuff, we want to go back and regrind it. And that's another issue I have with reissuing gear, is that they don't bring our old guns back up to light level, so we can't use them, and we have to regrind them. And it's just sad, because, like, I had some God Rolls in my vault, and when Sunsetting came, and I thought, that's it, I'm not going to be able to use them, so I just dismantled them. And I know a lot of people kept their stuff, so they should make all the stuff, all the old gear, relevant again, so that we can use that if we want to. But, like, at the same time, if we want the newer rolls, because they're coming out with new rolls for the new weapons, if we want the newer rolls, then we can go grind that too if we want to, but also use our old stuff. And that's just, like, baffling to me that they didn't think of this. Like, if they were gonna do this, they should have just reissued all this stuff from the start. They shouldn't have sunsetted it. They should have just kept it in the game the way it was. Now, moving on from that, I'm gonna go on to the seasonal model, which I have a very big issue with. Ever since the season pass, or the battle pass, if you want to call it, came out, I felt like the game has been doing absolutely horrible. Like, sure, it's a nice way to earn some exclusive rewards and ornaments and stuff, and some emotes, and some, just gear in general, and power up easier. It's not a good system, because I think, or since they started referring to them as season started in Forsaken, when it was Season of the Outlaw, I think it was called. And that whole DLC cycle of Forsaken was phenomenal. And then as soon as Shadowkeep came out with the seasonal model and they split from Activision, everything started going downhill. The only two seasons that I remember actually being good and I actually wanted to play were Season of Dawn, which I actually didn't play because I was so done with Destiny at that point because of Shadowkeep. And then Season of Arrivals, I played a lot, and that season lasted like twice as long as a normal season. I feel like they really need to look at this seasonal model and think, like, how they can improve it, because the way it's working right now is that we get content, like, drip-feeded slowly. If you don't know what drip feed is, it's basically like, oh, this thing's gonna happen here, this 1 week, but you gotta wait for another thing to happen there another week. So it's like slowly giving us content as it goes on. Like a good thing to, or a good example would be like the EXO challenges. Like we get one a week, and then that'll slowly work us up to getting whatever it is. I think it's Splittered. But yeah, we get one of those a week, right? And then it keeps going on until it just repeats. And that's just boring. Nobody wants to wait for our stuff. Like, sure, if they give us all of our content right away, then we're just gonna blow through it, and that's gonna be that, and we're not gonna play the game anymore. But they need to do drip feed in a better way, like give us more content at once. I know that's difficult for them, especially since they split with Activision, but they just, and especially because of Corona, I know that this is definitely affecting the way that they develop their game, but at some point they just need to look at it and be like, alright, we just need to rework basically the entire seasonal model. Because the season pass is fine, right? I like the season pass, but it's just like the DLCs that come along with it, I feel like, I don't know, it's just meaningless. Everything that I do, it just feels meaningless ever since this came out. Like, I don't know. It's hard to explain what I'm trying to say, but I feel like I've conveyed it somewhat in a good way. But that leads me on to my third thing, is sunsetting. Now, I was very excited for sunsetting when I first heard about it, because I thought it'd actually get me to stop using Recluse, which it did, because that was the only guns I was using. But now we have a bigger issue, is that we don't have many weapons to use, and all the weapons that I am using, right, or we're using, I feel like most of the community will agree with me when I say this, that most of the guns that we're using feel completely useless, that they're just gonna be, like, they're just gonna be gone. There's nothing that we can do about it, right? Like, my, what is it, my God Roll Heritage, I got after 30 fucking runs of the raid. Exactly 30. Reconstruction, recombination. I didn't even get the full God Roll. I got a handling masterwork. I didn't even get the good parts, right? But I'm gonna have to regrind this before Witch Queen to actually get a better roll, or a good roll again, because I won't be able to use it going into Witch Queen. So if I want to keep this gun relevant, I'm gonna have to go regrind it again. Same with, well, my kill assassin is gonna be gone, but same with these two. I got Reconstruction One for All and Reconstruction Rampage, which are both God rolls. Like, they're both really good rolls. But at the end of the season, or at the end of this year, I'm just going to have to go grind them out again, spend another 30 runs getting all the God rolls that I've gotten. And I've gotten a God roll on, or I've gotten multiple God rolls on most of the weapons in the raid. But it's just like, I feel like it's another year. And they just need to sit down and rework the entire sunsetting system, or just get rid of it in general. Because going back to the reissuing old gear stuff, like, it's just making the game worse. Now, moving on, it's gonna be that the game is incredibly easy. Like, I can blast through Master Law sectors with pretty much ease. Like, everything, and same with Legend Law sectors. The only thing that I actually find difficult in the game is Trials, which don't even get me fucking started on that. That shit's annoying. Stasis. And then Grandmaster Nightfalls, which is just artificial difficulty, where you get one shot by everything if you're not good enough. Or if you're not good enough, sorry, but, what is it? If you're not being careful or anything, which is obviously how it's supposed to be, but it shouldn't be to the point where it's like you're getting one shot. It should be actually just difficult, though. It's hard to, again, it's just kind of hard to explain, like, what I'm trying to convey, but they need more meaningful and difficult content. Like, the game right now, I can just blow through anything, and I have one of the most basic builds ever. Like, that's what I run most of the time. And this is my build. Taking Charge, Global Reach, and one more mind cell I can clear an entire room. Like, I'm not even kidding. I'm pretty sure most of you know that one more mind cell can just wipe out an entire floor of ads. And in the raid, in Taniks Phase 1, this is what I run. Or sorry, no, not that. Trinity Ghoul. I can clear out so many ads just with one shot of Trinity Ghoul. And it makes it pathetically easy. And even though they nerf Falling Guillotine, I can still just absolutely wreck with it. They need to make it just more difficult so I don't clear ads in 2 seconds. Now here's a very big issue that I have with the game. Is the core playlist. These three. So I'm gonna start off in order. You know, Strikes, Gambit, and then Crucible. So the problem I have with Strikes is that everybody's trying so hard to finish their bounties that it becomes a competition to kill ads. And it just makes the game not fun. It honestly makes me so frustrated when I play Strikes because I have to do the PS4 glitch just to get into solo Strikes so I can finish the bounties by myself. Because I can't get kills in a strike when I'm with other people. Because it's just too difficult. Because everybody's trying to compete for kills, and if they're not trying to compete for kills, you're the only person up there killing ads, while all your teammates bot walk behind you. And it's just really frustrating. Then Gambit is... yeah, Gambit's horrible. Obviously there's going to be some people out there who like Gambit, which I don't understand, but, you know, to each their own. But they really need to either rework Gambit or just remove it in general, because I don't even remember. I haven't even touched Gambit since the season started, really. I would always skip past it doing my pinnacles. Anytime my friend asks me to do Gambit, I always say no. Like, Gambit's not fun. It's not fun at all. It's not even worth the pinnacle at this point. They just need to, again, rework it or just completely remove it, because Gambit is in a horrible state. Like, doing bounties, when I do bounties, I just don't even want to do Gambit. It's not even fun. And then for Crucible, Stasis is just making it not fun. I know they're nerfing, what is it, oh, what's it called? They're nerfing the Hunter ability, I forget what it's called. But I still feel like Stasis is gonna be major in Crucible for the foreseeable future. Getting frozen is the most infuriating thing on planet Earth. It's not even fun. Like, all these 3 core playlists aren't even fun anymore. When I go do my bounties, like, I got these at the beginning of the beginning of the week. I just don't even feel like doing it anymore. This is the first time I've logged on Destiny since the beginning of the week, and this is just to make a video. Because I don't even have fun with the game anymore. Excuse me. Also another issue I have is, it's minor, but it's the Bright Dust. I know they're trying to make money with the Eververse store and Silver and shit, but it's like, they need to give us more, better ways to earn Bright Dust than getting 100 per weekly bounty. I know they give you like 10,000 in the season pass now, but excuse me, sorry. Realistically, that's not enough to last you a whole season. Like, I blew through that right when the Dawning came out. And they just need to give us more, just better ways to earn Bright Dust. Instead of doing bounties over and over again every single week, it gets tedious and frustrating. Like, I want to get the new season pass boots, or not season pass boots, the seasonal boots for my Hunter, right? I'm on my Titan right now, but I really like the way the Hunter boots look. But I just can't be fucked to do these bounties because they're so goddamn boring. Because I never play Gambit anymore. It's just not fun. Doing bounties is not fun. If you could earn Bright Dust, even if it's just like 50, if you complete a strike or like a Nightfall or something, that would be so much better. Or if you win like a match of trials, you get 50 Bright Dust. That would be so great. Or if you go on a winning streak in Crucible, that would be amazing to get just 50. Or even in Gambit, if you go on a winning streak, that would be amazing. there's so many different ways you can implement Bright Dust into the game. Like for the raid. Sorry, my throat's getting a little dry. I haven't talked this much in a minute. If you complete the raid, or do the challenge in the raid, you get like 100 Bright Dust. That would be amazing. They need to give you better ways to get Bright Dust. Because right now, they seem awful money hungry with their, with the way that you earn stuff. Because you can only buy certain things with Bright Dust, but you can always buy whatever you want from this season in the store. And you can buy a lot of stuff from the other seasons in this store. And I guarantee you are not going to see this ornament, or this ornament, or this ornament in the Bright Dust store anytime soon. You have to buy them here with silver. And I feel like that shouldn't be the case. Like for the seasonal stuff, or not seasonal stuff, for the yeah, seasonal, like the dawning and shit. You can always buy one of the armor sets for I think it's yeah, 1500 silver, or 6,000 Bright Dust. Why isn't that the case for all of these? That's just a mini tangent I wanted to go on. That's a big problem I've had with the game for a while. Now, the future of the game, I honestly don't see a future with this game for many people very soon. If they don't rework the seasonal model, if they don't rework everything that I've said in this video, this game is going to die very fast. And honestly, I don't even think I'm buying the next season unless it blows my mind how amazing it looks in the trailers. I have the money in my account right now. I've been saving up money, or I put money in my account specifically to buy the next season. I don't honestly think I'm going to buy it because it's just so incredibly boring. Like, once you get to max rank in the season pass, and once you've done all the stuff that they've been drip feeding, there is absolutely nothing to do in the game except for pinnacles. And what's the point of doing pinnacles when you've already reached the pinnacle cap? Look at this. Already at the pinnacle cap, so what's the point of me playing the game? There is none. Because it's so just tedious. I've been running the raid a lot. I only have 46 clears. I know there's a lot of people out there who have more, but that is the only thing that's been keeping me playing the game, and I can't even find a fire team to play the raid with LFG anymore. Because it's just, I don't know if it's their LFG thing. I thought I use the app, but that app is absolutely horrible. I've always had issues with it. So I don't know if it's the app servers that are fucking up lately, or if it's just the community that's absolutely done with the game. But they just need to completely change how this game is, and if they don't, this game's over. I don't even think it's gonna last till Witch Queen at this point. So, yeah, that's basically all I gotta say. Actually, one last thing. Beyond Light, absolutely fucking horrible, does not deserve the $50 price tag. When, what was Shadowkeep? Shadowkeep was like $40 for this, the expansion and the fucking season. But this, they decided to make this one $50, which has less shit to do, and it's even worse. I wouldn't say it's even worse than Shadowkeep, but it's down there. But, yeah, that's just my thoughts on Destiny as a whole. Personally, if I do make more videos, like, I know I've mainly made Destiny, Destiny guides, like for lost sectors and shit, but if Destiny keeps going the way it is, I'm abandoning it. Like, February 4th, Firebase Z for Call of Duty Cold War comes out. Super excited for that. I'm not at all excited for the next season of Destiny. And then there's just so many better games that are coming out. Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Miles Morales, what was the other game I was thinking of? I don't know, but there's just so many better games that are coming out, and Destiny is gonna fall behind, like it always has. I've been playing this game for around 6 years now. I've seen its worst and its best, but this is definitely Destiny at its worst, and yeah, that's it. See ya.